always not a very nice experience to see a radio jockey, and he always apologized. So my humble apologies, because every time you listen to a person on radio, आपको लगता है Katrina Kaif निकल के आएगी और मधुबाला निकल के आएगी, and this is the apology that you get. But this is what we are, and वो बहुत क्लीशेड है कि मेरी आवाज़ ही पहचान है. अब no more, because it's a दौर of social media and you are just everywhere. So बहुत कोशिश यही थी कि छुप जाएं, लेकिन छुप नहीं पाए, तो अब सामने हैं. Okay, my thing is that everybody, when they meet me, they ask me one question, which is like a consistent question. How did you become a radio jockey? And I never have an answer to that. I still don't have an answer. So we will begin. Why having it all figured out is overrated. Oh, my timer is already on. Okay, so let me begin by this. When I was in class 8, I went to my father, my Abbu, and I asked him, so how much time do I have? So he looked at me and he said, what do you mean? I said, when am I going to get married? So he said, why do you ask? I said, because, I need to figure out कि मेरे पास कितना वक्त है. I have to, what time do I have? When do I have to become? What is all dependent on when are you going to get me married? So he said, I don't have an answer to that, and why should I get you married? I said, oh, that's a point. So he said, but I am really curious, what are you going to do after, you would have heard my answer. Now, what are you going to do? I said, I'm going to open an Excel sheet and figure my life out there. मुझे कब क्या करना है, कौन से साल क्या बनना है, and all that. And he looked at me, and I still remember that look. He said, and you think it's that easy? I said, yeah. It's no big deal. So I went, I literally opened an Excel sheet, and I put down years there. I wanted to become like all daughters. I wanted to become what my father was, an English lecturer in Delhi University. So lecturer बनना तो मुझे सब sorted था. पढ़ाई में भी interest था, तो ऐसा भी कुछ नहीं था कि हाय maths पढ़ना पड़ेगा. So I said, okay, so it's all cool. I'm going to tell you which year I'll get married, but before that, this is my plan. You said, fine. Class 8, class 12. So I took up humanities, and 12th May, I used to hate Hindi as a subject. So I knew that I had to work harder for that. I worked so hard that when the results came out, I was in the 0.5 brilliant students across the country. A certificate which I still hide because I can't carry it. That's not the reality. Itna rat ke, I got that certificate. I got more than 85% in history, economics, political science, Hindi. But what happened to my English? I got 64% in my English. I remember, looking at my result and standing frozen, because that's the subject I had to pursue. I wanted to become an English lecturer, come on. And everybody kept congratulating me, saying, nobody gets this much of marks in political science and history and all that. And I said, wait, you idiot, can't you see I failed? And nobody could understand why I wasn't celebrating. And my father, he knew. So he said, it's okay, you will get English honors in some college. And I remember looking at him with all the anger that I had and the anguish, and telling him, no, that's not what I'm going to pursue now. Not in front of the world. They will never know that I'm doing English honors. Well, I will be doing English honors at a very personal level, harder than what they teach in colleges. And I'm going to get, somewhere in this language. That was my realization number one. Hard work doesn't immediately pay. It's pricey. It perhaps might not come at the right time, the so-called right time that we decide. So that was realization number one. I decided I am not going to pursue English honors. That was my first cross on my Excel sheet. It began with a cross. I took up sociology honors in Miranda House. And that was the time I was in standard 12. I remember whenever I used to speak in my school, and my school was Guru Harkrishan Public School. So I remember at that point of time we were the only Muslims, me, my sister and my brother. तो हम जब भी बात करते थे उन्हें ऐसा लगता था कश्मीर उड़ के आ गया है कि ये आप जब बोलते हो तो कितना अच्छा लगता है. वो पंजाबी में बोलते थे, हम हिंदुस्तानी में बोलते थे, बस इतना फ़र्क था. मगर हमें रोका जाता था, हमसे कहा जाता था कुछ बोलो ना, और हम कहते थे मतलब क्या बोलें. सो वहाँ से एक एहसास था कि जब हम बोलते हैं तो किसी को अच्छा लगता है. और जब अब्बू हमारे घर में रेडियो सुना करते थे, दो ही पर्पस के लिए रेडियो सुनते थे वो, एक न्यूज़ और एक क्रिकेट कमेंट्री. और कभी कभी क्रिकेट कमेंट्री जब न्यूज़ में मिल जाती थी तो वो खिचड़ी भी सुनते थे. बट आई रिमेंबर वो एक टोन था न्यूज़ रीडिंग का जो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता था. और वो सिर्फ शुरुआत थी, दिस इज़ ऑल इंडिया रेडियो, द न्यूज़ रेड बाय सो एंड सो. ये जो आवाज़ थी ना, ये मुझे ख्वाब में भी आती थी. मतलब if there is an orgasmic tone to anything, this was mine. So I remember from class 8, I used to sit down with a newspaper in the evening and read it like that. वो न्यूज़पेपर में सिर्फ इसलिए पढ़ती थी क्योंकि मुझे बोलना होता था, this is all India radio, the news read by Saima Rahman, and I would begin the news this thing. When I was in class 12, my father got a new music system and it had a karaoke mic. And he very categorically told all three of us, you will not touch it without my permission. वो कमरा उसमें नहीं जाना, तो फिर उसी में जाना है यार. You never say it like that. So I was waiting for an opportunity for him to go. And he went for his class. I saw him going, so I made sure that he's out. I picked up the mic, I kept the newspaper, I said, this is all India radio, and I recorded myself. I recorded myself, and I thought Abbu forgot his wallet or something, and he came back. I saw him, and I froze, and I was playing it back, and I just put a stop to it. And he shouted, he said, कितनी बार कहा है जब न्यूज़ आ रही होती है रेडियो पे तो नहीं ऑफ करते हैं. So I looked at him, and I looked at him, and I was wearing a kurta without a collar, but my collars were up. I said news नहीं थी. Suddenly that confidence, चोर ने चोरी तो की थी, but so he said news नहीं थी तो क्या था? I said वो मैंने रिकॉर्ड किया था. So उनका गुस्सा तो था, but he said, oh okay, not bad. My father, who's a miser when it comes to paying compliments, said not bad. That was the biggest compliment, I could ever have. So I said, really? Like, my Abbu telling me that it wasn't bad. I, called up All India Radio and I said, I want to become a news reader. And the voice from the other end said, okay, what do you do? So I said, I'm in class 12. So he said, oh beta, you will have to wait for 3 more years to even take the audition. तो मतलब ना मेरे background music था, सपना मेरा टूट गया. That was the second cross on my Excel. तो I said, मतलब 3 साल? He said, हमारे पास एक teenagers का section भी है, आप आके try कर लो. बस, I thought, but that's it. Try कर लो मतलब बस उस building में entry तो मारनी है. Next day, my first solo DTC bus trip, and I went to All India Radio with the confidence that I've already become a news reader, perhaps. And I took the audition. It was for the Western section. And they said, all right, so you come for our first show, which is. And I kept asking them. I said, what next? Somebody should tell me that there is a news reading audition that will happen. They all kept saying after 3 years, after 3 years. So 3 साल उस इंतज़ार में कि कभी तो वो ऑडिशन, I learned so many things that I did not know. Western music section, who is Boney M, who is Michael Jackson, I didn't know. मेरे घर में गाने चलते ही नहीं थे. मेरे घर में सिर्फ 2 गाने चलते थे, एक जो अब्बू गाते थे, एक जो अम्मी गुनगुनाती थी. अब्बू गाते थे न हिंदू बने तो ना हिंदू बनेगा ना मुसलमान बनेगा. अम्मी गाती थी चांदनी रातें प्यार की बातें. और बस मुझे यही 2 गाने आते थे. मगर वहाँ जाके वेस्टर्न म्यूजिक सेक्शन, so I went and I bought lots of cassettes and I like almost restricted myself in a room and played that music, and I told myself, you've got to love this music, when I wanted to puke. But you know, that happened because I had to stay inside that building, perform well in order to take the auditions of the news reading. But before that, I must tell you my realization number 2 in this journey. Sometimes it's okay not to listen to your parents. When they ask you not to do a certain thing, go ahead, do it. And it will be beneficial for you. So I remember being with the Western music section of Yuvvani for 3 years. And after those 3 years, I'm suddenly being told कि इस साल न्यूज़ रीडिंग का ऑडिशन नहीं होगा, हमेशा ऑल्टरनेट ईयर्स होता है. तो मतलब उस वक्त तो ऐसा था ना कि कोई मेरे सामने ना आए, क्योंकि मैं जो चीज़ें सोचती जा रही थी वो सारी की सारी क्रॉस होती जा रही थी. What I wasn't realizing is something new was getting added to my entire journey. After 3 years, one of my friends, very dear friends, he used to do voiceovers and used to give voice for ads and stuff. He pushed me into Western music audition of FM All India Radio. And he just said, मुझे क्यों लेके जा रहा है, मुझे नहीं करना यार. He said, अरे तू मेरे साथ होगी तो कुछ डिक्शन की प्रॉब्लम होगी तो बता देगी. I used to be a diction freak. And it so happened, both the first of the auditions he failed, I cleared. And I became a radio jockey of Western music. And then it all began. So before I joined Radio Mirchi, I used to play Bon Jovis and White Snakes of the world. And then I was called for Radio Mirchi auditions, and I cleared it, but I refused because I didn't want to join radio full time. Remember, I had to become a lecturer. So I did my sociology honors, and after sociology honors, my dream was to do my MPhil from Delhi School of Economics, the college, to do your masters from, not MPhil, MSW, masters in social. I thought I'll do my masters in sociology from Delhi School of Economics. I took the entrance. I was number 3, and when I saw that I was number 3, I said, wow, I've got in, but something inside me tells me not to take this up, because after 2 years, what will I do? I want to start earning. I want to be on my own. So I got through what I wanted, which was Delhi School of Economics, and I left it. And I told myself, sometimes it's okay to leave something you've achieved, because there was something else that was brewing inside. I wanted to become financially independent. So I took up a course which will give me a job after 2 years, which is Masters of Social Work, which I pursued from Department of Social Work. And when I took up that course, I told my father, now I don't need to go through, the National Eligibility Test, NET, because अब मैं lecturer तो नहीं बनूंगी, अब तो मैं social worker बनूंगी. And my father, being my father, said, what's the harm in taking the exam? I said, अरे ऐसा pressure मत डालो, I haven't even prepared for it. He said, 2 weeks, give it your best shot. होगा होगा, नहीं होगा नहीं होगा. So 2 weeks I prepped. I took the exam, and I forgot about it. जब results आए, one of my very enthu cutlet friends, she called me and she said, चले result देखने. I said, तुम जाओ भैया, मुझे पता है मेरा result क्या होगा. So she went. That evening, I had a show in All India Radio. I sheepishly didn't tell anybody that I will be checking my result and going. And I got down from the bus. There was nobody. I went inside that hall. There was just one guard bhaiya sitting. I saw the result. I came out. He asked me what happened. I said nothing, as expected. मेरा ID वहाँ पे नहीं है. He said ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है? And I'm looking at him saying, why? You don't even know me. So he said, give me your roll number. So I gave out of fear because वो command जो उनकी आवाज़ में थी उससे डर लगा. So he went inside. He said, ये है ना? ये छोटी पर्ची नहीं देखी? That छोटी पर्ची was actually NET and JRF. So I cleared both NET and JRF. I remember coming out and giving my father a call. Said, हम कभी एक दूसरे से बहुत हाँ खुश होकर बात नहीं करते हैं. So I called my अब्बू and I said, वो मैंने NET और JRF दोनों clear कर लिया है. So he said, good. I went to All India Radio, did my show, came back. I think everybody else had forgotten about it. I became a lecturer in my own department. That's what I wanted to become, right? I became. That was the time when I used to shuttle between Radio Mirchi and my department because I had to pursue my course and do my further studies. And here I was doing Purani Jeans. Purani Jeans and my department. I came back one day and I told my father, बस मैं दोनों जगह छोड़ रही हूँ. He said, अब क्या हुआ? I said, मैं रेडियो स्टेशन जाती हूँ तो वो मुझे कहते हैं, you are cut for this job. You are such a fine talent. तुम अपना क्यों टाइम वेस्ट कर रही हो वहाँ जाके? मैं जब डिपार्टमेंट जाती हूँ तो वो मुझे कहते हैं, you are cut for an academician. Why do you have to go and waste your time in radio? I am giving both of them. So my father said, and you don't read it as the fact that you are multi-talented, that you are a multitasker. I said, मगर ऐसे चलेगा नहीं ना, ऐसे में मुझे नींद तो मिलती नहीं, मैं सो तो नहीं रही. So he said, okay. 2005 was the year when I had to take a call. I got the award for the best radio jockey in the entire country. That was the time when I had finished my MPhil. I was about to become the lecturer full-time, from a guest lecturer to a lecturer. And one fine day, I remember standing in my bathroom, which is my favorite place, by the way, and actually feeling the tussle between my mind and heart. And I said, I've always listened to my mind. That's why I made the Excel sheet. I achieved what I wanted to achieve. But my heart is somewhere else. And that was one of my biggest realizations of life. Whenever there is a tiff between your heart and mind, listen to your heart. Because passion is no work. And that was the time when I became a radio jockey and discovered that I am a radio jockey. So what next? I don't know. All I can say is, and Nida Fazli has helped me frame it. अपनी मर्जी से कहाँ अपने सफर के हम हैं, रुख हवाओं का जिधर का है, वहीं के हम हैं.